Welcome to ITTV Global Media, Voice of Engineers. And today we have a big personality. But before speaking about the personality, let me tell you a story. A fact actually. There's a snake, and everybody is behind that snake. But we have got the snake charmer, and that snake's name is Python, and we have got the Python instructor, Abdullah. Muhammad Abdullah is his full name, and he is one of the famous instructors of Python in Quality Thought. So, welcome to the studio, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for introducing myself. Myself is Muhammad Abdullah.
Okay.
I do have 10 plus years of hands-on experience as a full stack Python development IT training. Currently, I'm working in Quality Thought as a senior full stack Python consultant.
Great.
And if you're moving towards my family background, so my father is a businessman and my mother is a homemaker, and we consist of four.
Wow.
I'm proud to say that I'm the youngest son of my father.
Okay.
So basically, all of you love me a lot. This is the short story about my family.
Okay, so you're a pampered child in short.
Yes,
because,
exactly.
youngest
Exactly.
kid is loved a lot.
Yes, exactly what
That's
what
great.
people are thinking, right?
So I hope I can call you Abdullah, sir.
Yes, exactly.
And I think, as I can see your name, Muhammad Abdullah, Muhammad definitely is the Prophet's name. And we have Abdullah, the slave of Allah, is, what it exactly
Yes,
means.
exactly.
So how these two words, became this Muhammad Abdullah who is sitting out here. I mean, what's your education? What's your passion?
Exactly, sir. Basically, as I told you, we consist of four in my family. So, my grandfather put my big brother and second elder brother name. When my father was there in the hospital,
Okay.
they choose one perfect name called Muhammad Abdullah. That's who was a slave of Allah, God or something, Allah something.
Okay. That's how you got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Okay, that's really awesome. So, as you are into Python and you have a lot of students, I have heard a lot about you. The iHub reviews are like jamming, I'm telling you. What is this Python and how you got interested into it?
See, basically, I'm from computer science background. So when I was in engineering, actually, so I had a passion that I would like to do something new things.
Okay.
So I came to know that there is a programming language when I was in engineering called C programming language.
Okay.
So I came to know that using this programming language, we can develop some real-time tool called product or software.
Okay.
So then later I came to my interest towards to do some activity to do some creativity using C programming, or later I moved to when I was go to third year. So I came to third year. We have another programming language called Java.
Oh.
Then I took more interest on Java programming languages.
Okay.
Then like this, my career start in IT domain.
IT domain. Okay. So you're trying to say that you definitely got interested in Python, but viewers would like to know what's the difference between Java, Python, and any other language apart from Python. In a layman's terms, how will you be able to explain what makes Python special?
Yeah. Actually, the thing is very good question. Python is a nursery level programming language. A person who can read and write the English language, that person can learn Python programming language with any stream.
Oh.
And next thing is what? Python is a general purpose, mostly used high level programming language. Here might be you're asking one question here, what is general purpose? General purpose means we can use Python anywhere or everywhere to develop the various applications or software as per the application requirement. Means if you have one idea in your mind, so can I convert my idea into software or application that can be done using Python programming language. So compared to other programming languages like Java, C, C++, Python is just like a English statement because of coincide code. Means within the less code we can develop the logic for our application or software.
Wow. And will you be able to tell me the companies using Python?
Yeah, not only like one or two, there are n number of companies are there, especially if I say Google company are using Python programming language for their next level of projects called AI, artificial intelligence project or machine learning projects, and some of the other like companies like all like if you're talking about Indian companies called TCS or like Wipro, they are they're developing their IoT application internally. They are using what Python programming language to develop the IoT application for their products.
Okay, okay.
Not only exactly basically if you're talking about Python programming language, like widely used areas is, I can say one word is there called data science.
Data science.
Data science.
Okay, so data science is where I think Python leads to. So
Yes.
I think our students and your students for sure would like to know, and even your future students would like to know where exactly they should be to reach this Python stage or this Python station, and how will they be able to move ahead. So will you be able to give a career path to our Python
Yes,
pursuers?
exactly. What our discussion is like going on, because career path of Python programming language means, for example, if anyone like basically if you know any stream of like student or entry level students, those like whatever the stream of like their graduation, either BCom, MBA or BTech with civil, BTech with easy, any stream of any stream, they can learn the Python programming language and they can start their career in the IT industry as a software developer via Python programming language. The reason is what, like once again let me tell you one thing. It might be you have one question in your mind that why should I particularly go to what Python programming language? Python is just like a English statement. When you write the Python code, you feel that you are writing the English language, not a programming language. Okay, and even most important thing here over here, like Python, like there are like in Python programming language there are 1,60,000 predefined module. If I say one technical question here,
Yep.
for example, let's say if you take the example of .NET or C or C++ programming language, there is a technical question. I want to develop some OTPs and I want to send that OTPs to what, some particular, to like some of the like students or employees.
Okay.
So if I'm trying to write that code in .NET or C, C++, it will take like 100 to 150 lines of code. If I'm talking about Python programming language, what do you think, how many lines of code?
I am not that expert, but sir, how about 80?
Hardly not 80, like you can say hardly 10 to 15 lines of code.
Wow.
If I write the 10 to, because of Python provides more than 1,60,000 predefined module. The person who creates the Python programming language, his name is what, Guido van Rossum. He has given some of the powerful module. With the help of this module, we can within 10 to 15 lines of code, we can generate the OTP and we can send that OTP to what, all like particular or like to the customers or to the students or employee, whatever the requirement is there.
Heavy. But I know your students are great. And I just want to ask you, as we have seen iHub reviews and a lot of other reviews where your names are like consistently visible.
Yes.
Have you got calls from your students and any success stories they have shared with you?
Yeah. Basically, I would like to say very grateful thank to our CEO, like Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ramna Bhupati. So he has given the opportunity to me to instruct the Python programming language in Quality Thought and iHub. So like when I joined, like a couple of years back, so we have number of successful stories. So recently successful story I want to tell you, there is a company called Cloud4C. So there are 17 students are 17 students, those are learn the Python full stack Python development course from Qt and App Quality and iHub. Then they are successfully working as a software developer via Python programming language at Cloud4C. Like more than you can find out 17 to 18 members. One of the two reviews, what I came to know, he is my close student. Like his name is what, Arvind.
Oh, okay.
And Arvind and I don't know exactly another name. And recently student got placed like in other companies. There are n number of numerous successful stories are there. Those students took the full stack Python development course in QT and iHub, and they're happily start their journey in the IT industry, and they're working as a software developer via Python domain.
Wow, and I think you must be having students across the globe, not just India. Have you got any
Yes,
students
exactly,
apart
exactly.
from?
Actually, when I started my first batch at QT and iHub, that was the early morning batch.
Okay.
So there were some 3 to 4 US students are there. Unfortunately, today only I got a call. His name is Vinay Reddy.
Okay.
So he's one of his cousin got placed in US based company and permanently working in the US. Exactly, I don't know. He said something Chicago, I think. Okay.
Okay,
So he got an offer as a data engineer. He has completed what full stack Python development successfully, and he's currently working as a data engineer in the US based company in the US itself. Exactly, I don't know the area. So with the help of these references, one person called me called Vinay Reddy.
Okay.
Today itself I got a call.
Okay.
So he there are 8 to 9 students are there. They want to learn for Python programming language, and they want to settle their permanently they want to settle in the US.
Wow.
And that person exactly I don't know his name. He has referred to me that just go to Quality Thought and iHub. There is an instructor called sir,
Abdullah sir.
Abdullah sir, and I what I what I learned complete full stack Python development over there. If you really would like to make your career as a data engineer in the US market, today only I got a call. He pinged me and when is your free time? So basically our product lead manager I informed to Teja. So there is 8 to 9 members. So not only I would like to say once again very thanks to our CEO Mr. Ramna sir. He's totally efforts and dedicated towards not in India. So they their intention is what here. Not only that name and fame of QT and iHub,
Wow.
not only in India, that name and fame of the QT and iHub in the overseas market.
That's a proud moment.
Yes,
Abdullah sir.
exactly,
I think
exactly.
I should also say thanks to Ramna Bhupati sir.
Exactly, exactly.
Really, visionary.
Yes, exactly.
Coming to, I mean, I'll be touching a couple of points right now because I think we need to, see the core Python, Python. What do you call things? Python subject. Tell me the future of Python.
See, features of Python, if you're talking about, first and foremost thing I can say that Python is a simple and easy to learn. As I told you, why should I learn? For example, in the rural areas, some of the students have their expectation being as a any stream of graduation. I would like to start my career as a software developer. Then obviously Python came into the picture here. Okay, so Python is a if you start learning Python programming language, Python is a very simple and easy. One technical words I want to tell you, as I told you, Python is just like a English statement, and it supports the technical term. Guys, might be guys you're not getting. Those people are doing the those are in IT industry. They can understand.
Okay.
Python can support only there are called keywords called 33 keywords.
33
If you know how to utilize these 33 keywords, definitely you can be a software developer and you would be eligible to develop the application or software using Python programming language.
That's awesome. So, and I mean, as you have said, the future. What's the future of it? What's the future of Python? Where will Python go in the coming years?
So definitely, if you're talking about the features of Python programming language, one thing I want to tell you, the term might be everyone is hearing called data science. In the data science, there are there is a vast field is there. Some of the fields I want to tell you called let's say here AI, to develop the machine learning projects.
Okay.
To develop the AI projects,
Okay.
definitely we do required Python programming language to develop the artificial intelligence. Most of the people are saying that the next generation only people are talking about data. That's what data science came into the picture.
Wow.
So if you're talking about in future, So not only in India, in this complete world, everything is going to be digitalized, and everyone is going to discuss about data.
Okay.
If you're talking about, one thing I want to tell you, let's say Facebook companies, right?
Okay.
So for 1 minute, they like exactly 1 minute, they're generating, gigabytes of data.
Okay.
So if you want to get the solution, proper solution or result from the huge amount of data, so I need a particular result or something, I need some like proper result from the huge or like in large amount of data sets. Then Python came into the picture.
Okay.
So we can, using Python programming language, where we have some techniques, so we can extract the exact data what Facebook are expecting
Okay,
to
okay.
generate to revenue, they generate the more business.
Thought and an awesome future of Python. So a personal question: do you consider yourself wealthy? Do you consider yourself the richest? Do you consider yourself the most prosperous?
The question is very good. Let me tell you one thing here. I can say I am the richest person because of I'm staying with my parents. I should say, salute not only one time, number of times. So most of the people basically are thinking that if you're talking about the who is the richest person, in their minds they will think about might be Elon Musk or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos. As per my concern, if you're talking about wealthy or richest person, so I am the richest person because of my parents, and as well as, obviously, as I told you, I'm a married person. So because of my wife also, I feel that if my wife and complete whole family, I think I just think like I'm the richest person in the world.
Wow, I mean, that's not the answer I was expecting out of you, Abdullah sir.
Thank you,
But
thank
I am glad. I mean, I'm glad to know that your parents are with you, and
Exactly.
it's such a boon. It's such a a warm feeling to have parents at the same time there
Exactly,
with you.
exactly, exactly.
I can understand that. So, last question before we end this whole interview, sir. Please, I want a message from you. A message to not just Hyderabad, not just students, but the whole world. What do you think they should take from you today as one point or one message, okay, so that they'll be able to help themselves? Anybody who listens to you, my viewers, please.
Yeah, like I would like to give you one like message to not only like Indian people, like overseas people, because I should say some of my students are like got placed in the US market, and some of the students are like learning Python programming language. Some of the students are in UK, some of the students are in US, not only for Indian students. So my intention is what, if we have goal or some target, okay, so if you like as a professional, okay, so I can say that basically we do have like number of programming languages existing in this world, okay, so why only as a like Python instructor, right, why should I choose the path as a Python programming language? I would like to give you one like very small message to everyone, not only like for Indian people, so for every like over the complete whole whole world. So Python is the programming language where everyone can like what learn, because as I told you, it is just look like a English statement, and especially those like people from the rural areas, okay, they're like they have some expectation, goal and target that. So even if any is there any programming languages, so I can learn, I can understand, I can write the business logic based on the like application requirement, that I can suggest to everyone. Python is only the programming language, like because the reason is what, it is just look like a English statement. When you write the business logic, you can understand 100% what you are writing and what is the purpose of using like Python programming language to develop the particular product or software.
Wow. I think with that note, thank you for coming to the
Thank you, thank
studio,
you,
Abdullah
thank you,
sir.
thank you,
It
thank you.
was not just nice, I should say, it was very informative. Viewers have got so many pearls of wisdom from you, and I think you should keep going on. We need more Abdullah sirs. Thank you, Abdullah sir.